creature that lives in the middle of the earth. I don't know.
You got it!
The four-star. There you go.
My gut will be covered.
Yes.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show, so start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, I gotta tell you never know what you're gonna get here when you walk in on a Monday. Just crazy stuff, as always. Mondays are just kind of that way. Don't even know what's working. I know the YouTube, apparently YouTube's down, so KVJ TV is not up on YouTube. You can go watch it on live stream, so that's an issue. And then, is your mic working, Virginia?
No.
Okay, so your mic, so YouTube's not working. Virginia's mic is not working. Jbird?
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Okay, so Jbird's voice is not working. Okay, can we do a full inventory of exactly what we actually have to do a show? Because, see, this is it. I plan for a show, and then I come in here, I'm like going, okay, well, yeah, it's kind of like, imagine this. You take your football team out on the field, and then you realize, oh, wait, the quarterback has a broken leg that nobody told me about, and the wide receiver lost his head. So, yeah, Virginia's mic is clearly not
It's
working.
still not working.
No, that's not working.
We did manage to get the YouTube back up.
Okay, so YouTube. Okay, so this is how we walk into a Monday morning. This is what I deal with. So YouTube was down. YouTube is back up. Virginia is on a different microphone. Let's move her around over here because that's not working.
Closer to sick Jbird.
Okay, and Jbird, yeah, I think he's probably gonna have to go home. So.
I think I have a
Yeah.
I think I have a temperature.
Yeah, I think we probably ought to just send you home. So, yeah, so we'll kick Jbird out of here. We got Virginia over here. We got, okay, YouTube is working, but it's not, Virginia's not on camera. Or is she on camera?
I'm not
Okay, now you move that. Okay, Jbird,
Jbird's not on camera.
All right, so we'll have to obviously... Okay, so there we go. We're going to try to piece it all together here today.
It's Monday, and this girl's rusty.
Oh, jeez.
Our whole machine is just rusty.
Oh, boy. All right.
It's messy.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you go home, Jbird? You probably need to go sleep.
I'm going to feel guilty.
Yeah, I know, but we're going to feel sick if you don't. So if you're ill and you feel like a fever's coming on.
Is the voice too hard to listen to?
Yeah, it's tough to hear. Yeah, so we'll send Jbird home.
Oh.
So he's out of here. So, okay. Everybody else feel okay?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay. All right. That's good. I know you guys had that weekend in Orlando. How was it?
I was just there Friday.
Obviously, I can tell it was eventful.
You could tell he stayed the whole weekend.
Yes.
I was there Friday night, and then I left Saturday morning.
Okay.
She definitely made her mark, though.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you did? Okay, you made it count on Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
okay.
stopped at the convenience store, and I was like, what should I get? I need a roadie. Oh, let me try these Four Locos.
Oh,
I mean, she was
boy.
drinking Four Locos past midnight.
Oh, boy. That was the ones with like 12%, right? Those are
14.
14. Okay, well, that's a
14.
big dog.
Yeah.
She was insane.
Okay. Wow, okay.
I mean, insane.
Yeah. Sounds like a pretty eventful weekend.
I don't know. Something just happened. I just flipped.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's Four Loko.
I was having fun. All of a sudden, they tell me, I just flipped.
No, she was hugging the bride-to-be, like hugging her. Oh, this is great. I love you. And then all of a sudden, I don't want anybody hugging me. Don't ever hug me.
I just flipped.
And she was the one hugging. She got so mad.
So you went from the lover.
No more hugs.
Oh, yeah, man.
You just cut down.
That's it.
You just stop with the hugs.
There's
okay.
a certain point in the night I don't want to be hugged
I know.
anymore.
I set the precedent.
I decide
There's
when
gonna
the
be a hugging
hugging
party.
stops.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I got to explain for her because I work with her.
I'm the hug leader. Hugging is over. All right. No more hugs. Okay. All right.
No more hugs, no more chugs.
No more Four
Yeah.
Loco.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea.
Put that on the list of things Virginia could never have again.
Yeah.
But that sour apple, oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Oh, it is.
It goes down like a Jolly Rancher.
Well,
It
that's trouble.
smells like a Jolly Rancher.
It
Yeah.
comes out like a demon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here
Add
we go.
that to the list.
Yeah. Boy. Okay. Eventful stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I kept looking over the weekend. I'm like, oh, are we going to get a video or some a recap?
I have so much footage, and the internet was it was this fancy house, but the internet would not work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not kidding you. All of my videos from the weekend just came in this morning.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get
We'll have it.
maybe we can put some pieces together.
We will.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I can do. If I'm not going to be on the show, I can at least do that.
Okay. All right, we'll have Jbird go and edit and sleep and take care of himself.
Sorry. I want to
That's all
stay.
right. Yeah, I do.
I sound so sad.
You need to, like, I don't know, drink a bunch of NyQuil and just go to bed.
Yeah, I have sick face.
Yeah, you do. You're
swollen.
puffy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can see how the weekend apparently pretty entertaining and eventful.
It was very fun.
Yes.
But it was also very dramatic.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, people are watching YouTube, big why is Virginia all the way over here? We got here Jbird's voice is broken. He's broken. Virginia's mic is broken. YouTube was broken. Now it's fixed. Now Virginia's over there. And hey, it's a Monday. It's a KVJ show, right?
It's a mess. It's a Monday, y'all. We're just trying to put it together.
Okay. We'll see what we can do here today.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Uh-oh, my dirt of the day is over there. It's not on this microphone.
Oh, Coach.
What do I do, Denny?
We should probably just go home.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to feel like maybe we ought to just it's Veterans Day.
No one's at school. It's closed.
It's not looking good here for us doing a show today. Yeah.
It's really not.
If we shook that magic 8-ball, it would just say, all signs point to go home.
Yeah.
Guys, just stop.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Virginia can't do that.
What do I do?
I don't know. That's a great
Do
question.
you want to sit in my seat?
Yeah.
Then I sit in
No.
yours.
Now you've been talking to that microphone. I can't get sick.
Okay.
You want me to just do the dirt?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay. Let me see. I can run down a little bit last night. They had the People's Choice Awards going on. Robert Downey Jr. was opening it up last night. Kevin Hart actually hobbled up on the stage and came out there to accept an award.
His first public appearance since his accident. Thanked the people. Got a standing ovation.
Okay. All right, that's impressive stuff. Yeah, he got the Comedy Act of 2019, so he was out there. Blake Shelton, he came out and he swore a little bit. He got Country Artist of the Year, and he said, Gwen Stefani, I love the poo out of you, but he didn't say poo.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Gwen Stefani, she got an award earlier in the night, the Fashion Icon Award. Jennifer Aniston, she came out and got the People's Icon Award, and a lot of talk about her and her Friends cast. Jennifer Aniston.
Good for her.
Kevin, you are crushing the dirt.
Okay, well, I just had to get going until Virginia got a laptop over there.
We're back up.
Gosh.
Yeah, back up and running.
Side note for you, Jbird, guess who won for Best Reality Show?
Kardashians.
They did.
They did, huh?
They did.
Wow. Okay.
Pat Sajak, your boy, had to have emergency surgery. A blocked intestine. They rushed him to the hospital, and they say he is resting comfortably. But until then, Vanna White is going to fill in as the host of the show.
So a blocked intestine, huh?
Hey, Pat, can I buy a bowel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's good Dr. Humor there.
That's very funny. Miley Cyrus also had to undergo surgery. I guess she had tonsillitis, and when they went in there and started digging around, they found a separate issue with her vocal cords. So she's on vocal rest for a while now, they say.
Can we have that same person look at Jbird?
They say that she'll probably be not able to really talk until next year.
Wow.
Wow,
That's going to
that's
be
heavy.
a great end of 2019. That's exciting.
And that is what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
All righty.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife. Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, I just want to say happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there today. Yeah, it is a big day today being Veterans Day, so thanks so much to all the sacrifice that's gone on. And there are a lot of places that are out there acknowledging our veterans, and you can get some good deals today. Our place, Dunkin', is offering veterans and active duty military a free donut today.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so go take advantage of that opportunity. Got some other restaurants jumping in with some free food, including Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, CPK, Chili's, Cracker Barrel, Dennys, IHOP, Red Lobster, and Red Robin.
Ooh.
All doing stuff for veterans today.
How good does IHOP sound?
There was
Yeah.
a beautiful tribute at the Tequesta Chili Cook-Off. They had a bunch of veterans from the Korean War, even a guy who was 99 from World War II.
Whoa, how about that, huh?
It was beautiful. They did a great tribute.
Oh, that's very cool. Good deal. Target is giving away a 10% discount on one purchase in stores and online through today. Kohl's got 30% on purchases for veterans. Home Depot and Lowe's both doing a 10%, and Amazon is offering current military and veterans $40 off the regular price of Amazon Prime through today. So there you go. And it already works if you're a Prime member. So again, salute to all of our veterans out there today.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Afraid to ask, but Jbird, what do you got on your mind?
I am getting people texting me saying that I should drink whiskey to make my throat better.
That's not good advice.
That's bad advice.
That's really bad advice.
Is it?
It's Monday morning.
Well, I think only on a health level they want that.
It's not even 6:30. Do you want to be a horrible voice and drunk?
No, well, I mean, I'd rather have a horrible voice with no buzz. So yeah, I actually would. I'd rather definitely have a buzz with a horrible voice.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do to maybe knock that loose, but yeah, you might just need some rest. And
honey whiskey, they're telling me. Honey whiskey's not good?
I have honey. I don't have whiskey.
I think the whiskey relaxes the thorax. Thorax?
Lorax?
yeah, I think the thorax is a character from Dr. Seuss.
I think thorax is a
I think the Lorax actually is the character.
my trachea area. That's what I'm saying with the whiskey. All right.
You know, I was talking to somebody last week. They do broadcasting, and they say they went to Massage Envy and they got a vocal massage. I'm like, what? Yes, it was somebody, and he went into like it was a Massage Envy, I think is the place, and they just were like they've trained and they massaged him because he does broadcasting and he does play-by-play for FAU Owls, and he was like, yeah, they gave me a vocal massage because my throat was going out.
Really?
I would love a vocal massage.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it myself. I was like, yeah, he's like, did it help? I was like, you know. So he said my voice is a little bit stronger, but he didn't know if it was because of that or not. It wasn't like all of a sudden he's like, whoa, look at this.
V, will you massage my voice?
No, I won't touch you because if you're sick, I don't want to get it on me.
I don't know if I'm sick or not. I just know that I feel like I'm getting a bug.
You look sick.
Yeah.
You're
And if you think you got a
super
fever,
puffy.
then you're highly contagious.
Super puffy. Is that being hungover or am I sick?
I don't know. Did you drink yesterday?
No. I was so I would not be hungover, right?
Right.
I drank a little bit.
Yeah.
The truth.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth. I don't think I can handle the truth.
Did you drink? No. Well, a little bit.
I drank a little.
Yeah.
I drank a little.
Yeah. If you're getting warm and you have a fever, then yeah, you're probably highly contagious right now, and you probably just have a bug coming on. So
you really want me to go home?
well, if you're contagious, then
I don't know if I am.
we're all
though.
probably going to
You
miss the
just
whole
said
week.
you were warm.
Every time I've never given you guys anything. You've never gotten a bird disease.
Enjoy this very disheveled early part of the KVJ show for the week. I'm not sure if we'll be here on Thursday or Friday.
I'm not getting y'all sick. I feel so guilty when I can't be here.
Oh, I hear you. But, I mean, when you're sick, you can't be here. That's just it. So I don't know what to tell you. Is there any way Dennys can take your temperature?
I love it.
All I have is a rectal thermometer.
Yeah.
Look, I just want accuracy. If we gotta do what we gotta do.
We got to find out. I don't know.
Zero protest.
I want to stay. 'Cause I honestly feel cool as a
Cute?
You feel cute? You don't look it.
I feel cool as a cuke. My mom would say that.
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber.
Oh,
You
okay.
just said you feel like you're hot a few minutes ago.
I feel like I'm cold now, baby.
Oh, that'd be, yeah, that's
You're
definitely
just
a fever.
saying that so you can stay.
Yeah, that's
And
definitely
the
a fever.
story is
Yeah.
changing. It's like talking to a kid that
It
doesn't
is
want
like
to
a
go to
4-year-old,
school.
yeah.
Did you drink?
Oh, don't send me home.
Did you drink? No. Well, yeah, a little bit.
You and Rocco.
Yeah.
I can't get the truth.
I guess, is my voice so unbearable for the people to listen to the point that they're like, all right, he's got to go home? How many complaints are you getting about how they can't even listen?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'm checking in with the chat room. Somebody said keep him away from Suits. You know, Suits.
Millennial Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Suits will die.
Suits would be sick in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, less than that.
Yeah.
Got that millennial tummy.
Yeah, no, I mean, nobody's just saying, hot water, lemon, some things to do that. Not that, I don't know how Penelope knows, but Penelope said that, your voice sounds sick. So I don't know if you can hear someone and be like, oh, yes, you're sick by that. I don't know. So that's pretty much it.
I don't travel well, Kev. I've traveled twice in the last week.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And I'm going to New Jersey
Oh, yeah.
in the next week.
Oh, you are? My goodness.
I know. Look at
Yeah,
me.
you
I'm
probably need to go get yourself rejuvenated.
like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. Well, probably a good thing is get gurgle some salt water, go get some sleep, maybe a IV.
Oh, that would be good for
Yeah,
you.
maybe. I
One
don't
of
know.
those vitamin liquid IVs.
Sometimes it's too late if it's already settled in, but
You're right. I think
Yeah.
we have to go right to pancakes.
whatever's going to work. Okay, somebody said if we can listen to Virginia all morning long with the same voice, why does Jason have to go home?
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, he's got the worst voice.
Well played.
Yeah, we could have a terrible voice off.
Your voice sounds better, actually.
It is getting better because I didn't do any microphone work this past weekend. I just kind of chilled and
Yeah, she just drank 4 Loco and hugged
Yeah,
people.
I wouldn't say you
Good
just
for the voice.
You didn't just chill, by the way. That did not just
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, just chill, Kev.
Yeah, Kev, had a relaxing weekend.
I didn't do anything Saturday night and I did nothing all day Sunday. That's chill.
Okay, all
I
right.
just
Yeah,
chi-
so you only dotted up one night out of the weekend?
Friday was enough.
Okay, yeah, that was enough.
Yeah, she tried to fight the whole mansion.
I didn't want to be hugged. Hugging was over.
Oh, insanity.
I can only imagine. All right, what you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So I got this app, and it's so funny. All the teenagers hate it. It's called Life 360, and basically what it is you can see like exactly where your kid is at any given point.
Somebody's saying to get this for Jbird last week and we couldn't find him.
We really should put Live 360 on your phone.
Yeah.
Because it tells us exactly where you are in case we can't find you.
Love it.
But it also gives you a full driving report so you can see like how fast the car was going, they were traveling in, where they stopped,
Yeah.
how long they were at each stop. So it's really awesome. The only flaw in it is if your kid's phone dies, which my kid's phone died last night because I drove her down to Boca, short drive from Tequesta, to
wow.
Quinceanera. So
Okay.
she went to the party, and the party wasn't going to be over till 10 p.m. And I'm like, I am not going to be up at 10 p.m., Mags. You're going to have to figure this one out. So she found a little girlfriend she could go home with, but then did not charge her phone. So when I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. and started looking for her, I couldn't find her.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, so if you get the Life 360 for your kid, you also have to get the Mophie or an extraneous battery pack for them to make sure their phone never dies. Because if their phone dies, then you don't know where they are. But I have a rule now. I told her this morning. If your phone ever dies, you have to immediately contact Panda and come home. You're not allowed to stay out with a dead phone.
Really?
Ever.
Okay. Well, that'll make sure she got a battery backup charger with her at all
Right.
times.
So that's your way around it, parents. If they want to say, oh, my phone died. Nope. You're not allowed to be out with a dead phone, ever.
So you put it on them and say, okay, when it dies, you come
You
home.
come home immediately.
Okay.
I was riding 9% all weekend long. Some people just like to fly close
Sounds
to
like you're down to about 3.
fly close to the sun.
Yeah. What I got on my mind, some people were asking, hey, did you handle the parking issue? No, Friday I got tied up in just business and had to do stuff, and that's just part of it. Like, you're like, okay, now today I got to try to maybe schedule, but today's Veterans Day, so
They're not gonna be open.
They're not going to be open. So this is all part of you're like, okay, now I got to try to remember later. It's just why it's like such a hassle. If you missed on Friday, I had time left on my parking thing, but they gave me a ticket anyway, and now I'm like, I'm going to just out of principle, I got to fight this thing, and just a pain in the behind.
It really is.
It is. It is. I'm so aggravated with it. It's like, this is the last thing you want to deal with, but I'm going to plug it into my calendar on Tuesday. I will try to deal with it and get that thing taken care of, but I wasn't able to because just life.
Yeah, because you're a dad, you're a husband, you got plans. Like, ugh.
Well, it's like the problem with it is, and for anybody that works, for a lot of people, your entire workday is completely your weekdays. So your free time only happens on a Saturday, but they're not
open then. They're only open when you're working.
Right.
So figure that out.
You have to miss work.
Yeah, so you have to like miss work now to deal with this problem.
You should send Sicky over there to do it.
I should, yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
But you got to send him tomorrow. You can't send him today.
Yeah.
Hey, what's open today?
Restaurants and stuff like that are open. I know you're worried about Grubhub and DoorDash.
I am.
I know.
What about banks?
No.
Cash, okay. All
Banks
right.
are definitely not open.
Gotta tap into the savings.
How much did you spend this weekend?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Over or under 1,000?
Definitely over $1,000. Oh, with everything? There's no way it was yeah, totally.
Now, are you talking about like how much you had to pay to stay and all that kind of stuff?
I'm putting everything in there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but definitely a G note, as they say in the game.
A C note?
G note.
G note.
And G note 1,000?
I don't know.
You guys don't rap.
I thought
ever
C
really
note
have
was-
$1,000.
Oh, is G note 1,000? I don't know. See, I'm gonna go past C note. C note's 100, right?
C note is all I ever
That's all I
have.
got,
to
yeah.
spend. If we're talking G notes, I can't go.
Oh, I
No.
should not have spent a G note, that's for sure.
Do they have $1,000 bill? Is there such a currency?
Good question.
No, I
Kevin.
don't think there is.
Yeah.
There is a $2 bill.
Is there?
yeah.
No, there's not a $1,000 bill.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
No. I probably never will. So there you go. What I got on my mind, boy, you just never know. What a crazy story. Did you hear about this? A woman in her early 20s was killed Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. when a branch fell on her as she took a walk in her condominium complex.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy, right?
Just a tree branch.
Just walking in Boca. Just, lovely little complex, and just a tree branch falls on you. You just never know.
That's why you just gotta live life, carpe diem.
Yeah.
Eat a pizza or breakfast.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'm like, you got to enjoy every day, settle your debts, clear up those grudges, because you just never know.
You know what? I'm not gonna tell that story. It's depressing, but it kind of has the same vein of live every day, carpe diem. It's a good story, but it's depressing.
You shouldn't be telling any stories.
You're right.
No long form answer.
Yeah, why am I? What am I doing?
Speaking yes and no only.
You're right.
It's probably a good
I have a hard voice to listen to, but you're beating me.
Yeah.
To answer your question,
Yes.
There's $100 bills these days, but in the past, there's been $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000, and even $100,000 bills.
No way.
In the past, yes.
But they don't have not today.
Not
huh?
anymore.
Well.
A $1,000 note was from 1781.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Kind of long form.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anything to drop on us here at the KVJ Show? 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, they figured out the 3 toys are going to make it into that Toy Hall of Fame, which I know the one comment we always have about that Toy Hall of Fame is why didn't they just start with a bunch of really great toys in it? Why? Because I'm wondering, how long this thing has been open. They put in just like 3 toys every single year. So you would think the first 3 years of this thing would be pretty like boring. You go and see 9 different toys, be like, oh, that's exciting.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I don't
get it.
get
They
it.
should put in every single awesome toy from years past.
Right.
And then each year, you just nominate new toys that were awesome.
Yeah, maybe have one every single year when you've got pretty much one. Okay, we can all agree that, things like, Matchbox cars, which just got in this year, should have already been in there.
Already in, of course.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're doing here.
It's just like the Rock and Roll Hall of
It
Fame.
is.
It's stupid and it's annoying.
It's all about people on the committee. It's all about them.
Yeah. The Matchbox cars and coloring books just made it in, which just really seems like that probably should have already been in the Toy Hall of Fame. What are we doing here?
Y'all are annoying.
It really is kind of annoying.
I love coloring books. They're so fun.
They are. It's a timeless classic.
They do it now for adults.
They should.
There are adult coloring books.
And they're dirty.
I've had them at my place. I've had coloring books. When people walk in, they just sit, they start to color, and they are just so nice about it. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Danny's going to be so excited because they just put in Magic the Gathering cards that just made it in.
Oh, Dennys.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, they say it's the newest toy ever to make the Hall of Fame. They just debuted in 1993, and they're already in the Toy Hall of Fame.
Dennys used to be in tournaments.
In tournaments for Magic the Gathering?
Oh, yeah. He was a real big dork.
Wow. I think he still does like playing with them every now and then.
He does.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they said until now the Nintendo Game Boy was the newest. It debuted in 1989. So here are the ones that did not make it. You got Magic the Gathering cards made it into the Toy Hall of Fame. But Care Bears did not.
What?
Jenga did not. My Little Pony.
Come on.
Nerf guns. The Top, which, I mean, the Top is
The
not in
top should be in there.
The Top is not in, but Magic the Gathering cards are.
The Top?
Risk did not make it. He-Man did not make it. And the smartphone, which, okay, it's new on the smartphone. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's not a toy either. It's a phone.
Yeah, it's still a debate on that, but yeah, it didn't make it.
How do you not have He-Man in there?
I don't know. They don't. Like I said, it just seems crazy. Last year, they put in the Magic 8-Ball, the pinball machine, and Uno. Oh, that was last year's.
Love Uno.
Yeah.
Love that wild card.
But at this rate, the Toy Hall of Fame will not be worth going to for about another 20 years.
Right?
You talk about that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm trying to decide. I might go there in a couple weeks. I'm not sure yet. But see, the only problem with it is I don't know. There's a lot of musicians that still complain about it, and I'm trying to figure out, is it actually better than the Toy Hall of Fame, and would the rest of my family even care at all, or would it be a complete waste of time and they would have the worst time? Because there's nothing worse than dragging your family to something that only you want to go to and they're miserable at, and the entire time they're complaining and they're like, when can we leave? When can we leave? When can we leave? And you haven't even gotten in the door yet.
You need to do this for you because you love rock and roll. And yes, the way they do it is kind of messed up, how they, didn't let everybody in.
Yeah.
There's some people that should definitely be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that are not in it, so it's kind of stupid the way they vote. But you're a man who loves rock.
Yeah.
Your family needs to give you one win. Just one. Can you have one win?
I'd like a win, Virginia.
I'll go with you. I'm traveling these days.
You got to win over the boy. Maybe you can get your sons to get on your team. You got more guys than girls. You should uprise.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should. Let's go.
Get the men and be like, we're doing this.
Yeah, I think I might be the only one. Maybe we'll see. But, yeah. I always love kind of like these really terrible Hall of Fames. I was looking for the worst Hall of Fames of all time. We got the, in South Florida, we got the Swimmers Hall of Fame, I believe. And don't we have the Fishing Hall of Fame?
Yes.
I think we got two.
I think the one that might be the worst is the pencil sharpener one in Ohio.
That's a museum. That's not a Hall of Fame.
It's different.
That's just a museum. Museum and Hall of Fame are
pretty bad, though.
I mean, swimming, that's legit, I feel.
Swimming feels legit. And fishing...
It's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
guess.
big deal. It's a big deal.
Okay.
But there are other low-budget ones.
Yeah. There are definitely a lot of low-budget Hall of Fames. I think there is a bowling Hall of Fame.
But I think that's still skill.
Probably still skill.
That's skill.
If you love it. Yeah. There's all kinds of different Hall of Fames. So there was a radio Hall of Fame. They just had the induction ceremony.
Yeah.
We didn't make the cut, did
Amazingly, we still have not received that call.
Have we ever won an award for anything?
No. No.
He's thinking.
No, we have never, ever won an award for anything. And, so...
It's okay.
Well, listen to us.
Yeah.
I mean, would you give us an award?
This is not an award-winning broadcast today. This is not Hall of Fame worthy, what we're putting on.
Oh, let's submit this.
Yes, exactly.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Why does it look like Kevin hasn't quite evolved from ancestral man? He kind of looks like a Neanderthal trying to fit into modern society, all while wearing a toupee.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate hate the KVJ show.
Virginia has the mushiest ass. It looks like mashed potatoes in her panties. Her face isn't even better. I heard a caller once say she was hot. They must be blind.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jason's built like a wild boar. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's so dumb, he's gained weight. J-Church sucks.
Oh, jeez.
You hate us, you hate
Yeah.
us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
Why does Denny's skin look like old dried milk? Is he trying to look like a corpse? Because he's nailing it. Halloween's over, dude. Stop looking like a rotting zombie.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
Couple big time celebrities having a birthday, like Leo DiCaprio. He's turning 45. I'm sure his 21-year-old girlfriend's very excited. And Demi Moore is 57 today.
Okay.
So there you go. Also got to say happy birthday to my hubby. So there you go. And also throwing an anniversary shout out there too. Been 6 years. So there you go. Almost lost him this year, so it's very special to me. Love Brittany.
Brittany,
Okay.
that's awesome.
Brittany.
Yep.
I think I'm going home.
It sounds like we're
Yeah.
about to lose you.
Yeah, you were just laying down. Yeah, it's probably just go home. Your bed might be more comfortable.
It is.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Sleep number bed.
Yes, there you go.
Throw in that plug on your way out.
Yeah.
Don't forget your vitamin water, too. You're going to need that.
Oh, yeah. All you can get. Happy 10th birthday to Cole Bruton from Mom, Dad, Matthew, and Sean. Is it Denny's birthday or what's going on here? Is it your birthday, Denny's?
Producer Denny.
It's Denny's birthday today. Look at that sly dog over there.
You little rat.
There it is.
Every
Jeff Jones
year
said
he
that.
does
Yeah.
this. He doesn't let anybody know it's his birthday. He tries to keep it a secret because he doesn't want fanfare.
Denny's birthday.
I'm the worst friend. I don't know. I've known him for 10 years.
Yeah,
That's your
Denny.
best friend.
Yeah. Today it is.
He hates his birthday.
Aw,
November 11th. Very
Happy
nice.
birthday, sweet
Yeah.
cheeks.
Very nice.
Aw.
Also, got to wish my husband Max a happy 29th birthday. That's from his wife. And Francesca, very happy birthday from Dylan, your fiance. And one happy birthday to Camille from Noah Penny and Johnny Jeep. So there you go. Oh, actually, it was a birthday for Chelsea from Camille. So there you go.
Okay.
Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show, you can let us know. It is mail@kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Should you be upset if you go to a concert and the artist doesn't come on stage for 2 hours after it says on the ticket that they're supposed to go on stage? There is a guy in South Florida here that is so upset with the December 17th Madonna show that he's actually suing her for $1,000 trying to get his money back. And should you deserve your money back if they don't take the stage until 10:30 for what is supposed to be an 8:30 show? That's what Nate Hollander is trying to claim. And Madonna is basically saying that when the queen shows up, the queen shows up. She said on stage Friday. So that's her defense, saying, look, I'm here. I did the show. So that's just what I do.
I mean, if she goes 8:30 to 10:30, makes me stand there and wait, I'm going to be drunk by the time she takes the stage, and then I'm not going to remember any of the concert.
Yeah, well, that's
it's too long to stand
part
there.
of the problem.
Killing time drinking.
Well, some people might say that's fine. Go ahead. I don't care. Take the stage at 10:30. That's okay, but let us know because I want to rearrange some plans. Imagine if that is a weeknight concert and you haven't had the foresight to take the next day off thinking that you would get home at maybe 11 o'clock.
Oh.
And now instead you're home at like 1:32.
That's why you can't do a concert on a school night.
Absolutely,
You
yeah.
just can't.
Doesn't matter what the job is. And it's not just Madonna either. Somebody said I went to a One Direction concert with a bunch of teenage girls. They were supposed to be on at 8 and did not go on stage until almost 11.
Oh my gosh.
Here I am, driving from Miami. All the kids are sleeping. I'm trying to stay awake. So, I mean, yeah, I get that, especially, too, like One Direction, and it's a teenage girl kind of show, and they go on stage at 11.
Did they have an opening act? Did that person go on stage earlier?
Somebody said, 'cause I know that you had the question about Madonna, and somebody said, I saw her 4 years ago. She got on at 10:45 for an 8 p.m. show. She had a DJ open up for her, but it was ridiculous.
Okay.
So that's what she asked. So it's like, there's no one that opens for Madonna. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. Yeah, somebody said a Rihanna show I went to, she was 3 hours late. And I'm pretty sure we paid $300 a piece a ticket. Not surprised. It's just annoying. And I think that's kind of it. I just don't know if they have an idea that it's going to start that late. Why would you even dream of putting 8:30 on the ticket?
It just sets people up to be disappointed. And if you care about your fans, don't you want them to walk away going, yeah, that was awesome. It was everything I thought it was going to be. Like, if you're still up at 1 a.m., you're going to be mad.
Yeah, and I think they got to let people know. Somebody texted in and said, we just bought tickets for Madonna, this upcoming show that's happening. And I was just wondering, is this going to happen again in December? And I think this lawsuit's already changing. Now, this guy may not get his $1,000 back, but the ticket says 8 o'clock, and we just got an email last week that says that Madonna's not going to be going on until 10:30, and we're now selling our tickets because that's too late for us. So
I get it.
They're not going to do it, but at least now you know that the Madonna show that says 8 o'clock on the tickets for the Fillmore is not going to happen until 10:30, maybe later. Does that mean if it says 10:30, she's not going to show up at 1?
Oh, gosh, I hope not. Those poor people. They're going to be useless the next day.
Yes. Axel from Boyne says these artists need to realize that they're nothing without their fans. They should respect their time.
They really should, because, I mean, normal people have to get up and work or get up and go to school.
Yeah.
You can't be up till like 1, 2 in the morning. You just can't.
Yeah. To me, it's like you got to let them know. Somebody said I went to a Snoop concert that started at 9 and he didn't go on until just after midnight.
Oh.
And his staff said that he goes on when he's ready to go on. To me, yeah, I'm sorry. This is just, it's annoying. And I honestly, at least in my perspective, the world of diva is about over. Like, people just don't tolerate anymore. They don't care. Like, you don't want to see these kind of celebrities acting this way. At least I don't. Maybe I'm rare.
Maybe we're just getting too old.
I don't know, maybe, but I never would have liked it anyway. Even if I was young, I'm just like, that's just so annoying to me.
Well, it's insulting to your fans, too, to the people that are buying the ticket, and now you're telling them, sorry, not sorry. I'll do this whenever I want.
Yeah, you can't just be like, I got to feel it before I go out on. No, you don't. It's your job to make sure that whatever it takes, that you've got yourself ready to go. If it says 8 o'clock, be out there at 8 o'clock. Or put 10 o'clock on the ticket. I don't care.
Right. Just be honest.
Yes. Do what you say you're going to do. So I don't know. Is it possible that some of these lawsuits might happen? Would anybody possibly win, saying that this is almost like a contractual obligation that this is going to begin, at this time, barring any kind of technical difficulties?
And if you sue Madonna, does that mean she has to show up in court for your lawsuit?
She wouldn't. They would get attorneys, but it'd be interesting to see if, South Floridians did a class action lawsuit and jumped in with this guy demanding a refund on their ticket, saying that Madonna, it said 8:30. She shows up at 10:30, 10:45. So I don't know. We'll see exactly what happens. Somebody said, saw Sting on Saturday. Tickets at 8 p.m., assumed there would be an opening act, and he wouldn't take the stage till 9:30ish. He came out at 8:15 and played for 2 hours, and it was an amazing show.
That's how you do it.
He did half solo, half Police songs. That's just a dude that gets it.
He really does.
Right.
He's a pro, not a diva.
Yeah.
But a talent immeasurable.
Absolutely. So there you go. Sting is setting the bar for how it needs to be done. You got somebody or something that you need to call out. You can do that as well. Suits, let me know that he has got to call him out here today, Virginia.
Is it about his ride to work? Oh, my gosh. When I got here, he just beat me here. He was fired up. I've never seen Suits dropping so many profanities.
His ride to work.
Hopefully he can clean it up for the radio, because he was cursing like a sailor.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, he came and he told me, he's like, I've got somebody I need to call out.
He was so angry.
All right. Oh, boy. Should we put Suits on Jbird's mic? That's probably a bad idea.
Do not talk on the sick mic.
Suits, you'll be able to see him get sick before your very eyes.
I'll just start sweating from the fever while I'm telling the story. It won't be the
like
anger.
A flower right here. I feel so shaky.
I'm so soft. I'm so sick.
I can't take
I mean,
the disease.
he did come into the production studio for like 3 minutes, so I'm probably screwed anyway. So.
Yeah, you're definitely out tomorrow.
We're all sick.
Uh-huh. So who do you need to call out and for what? What's going on here with this ride?
So I got to call out this guy on 95 this morning. Virginia's right. Both her and Dennys got an earful of my rant for about 10 minutes when I came in. I'm on 95 and I pull up as I'm passing Palm Beach Lakes, I pull up behind this guy in kind of a beat up older Corolla, and he's going kind of slow, so I move over just to pass him. And as I go to move over, he swerves. So I'm like, okay, this guy's on his phone or he's drunk. So I want to get away from him as quick as possible. So when he comes back into his lane, I move over to pass him, and he starts accelerating right alongside me. So he matches my speed and he speeds up like 15 miles an hour.
He thinks you're challenging him, and now it's some sort of, I'm going to prove I'm a man and you're not.
Well, I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? And then I, of course, get to a semi-truck that's going slower. So I go to slow down to get behind him since he's going faster now, and I'm close to the exit. And as I start to brake, he does too.
Oh.
And now he's blocking me from getting over, so he brakes all the way down to 60. And I have to go into the 50s, and I get behind him, and now I'm starting to get mad. So I'm tailing this guy pretty
you're
close.
You're in the beginning of a road rage situation.
I mean,
yeah, you
my
are.
man. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, so at this point, I'm like, all right, let me just move over to exit. I move into the right lane, and he swerves over to block me without signaling again. And at this point, he's going like 55. So I move over and I floor it because I'm like, let me just get away from this guy. He matches me up to 90 miles an hour.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like, I couldn't believe this.
In an old Corolla?
Yeah, well, at this point, I'm just dumbfounded.
That is actually really amazing.
You're lucky the sides didn't fall off of that thing.
I mean, the front was so torn up. This guy obviously has hit a few people.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose. That's the kind of person you got to be careful about.
Well, now I'm pulling up to the exit, so I have to get over. So again, I'm braking, and he's blocking me from getting to the exit. So I had to like slam my brakes, get down into the 50s, move over behind him, and get on the ramp. And then he has the audacity on the ramp to swerve to the right lane to pass another car and cut him off, get back into the left after he just did that to me. And when I get on 45th Street, he tries to do it when I'm trying to get over to the station. He's still trying to block me.
So is he like following you? Just that's his thing. He's just trying to cause a road rage incident.
Well, I
with you?
think that he was exiting there because as soon as he realized I was making the right into this into the station, he went all the way to the left lane and continued what he was doing. But for some reason, I mean, he was going 30 miles an hour on 45th, cutting me off. I mean, if I could have dumped this guy and not got arrested, I would have done it.
So were you guys maintaining eye contact the whole time?
I was staring at that guy daggers. I don't know if
was he staring back at you? He wasn't looking at you?
No. He wasn't looking at me. He just kept looking forward the whole time because, of course, I ended up next to him at the red light because I tried to get around him, and then the light changed on the exit ramp. So I'm just sitting there staring this guy down, trying to figure out what the heck he's trying to do.
Look at this guy over here, Virginia.
Road rage, that's the one place I get mad.
Look,
she's just all fired up in
if
that
somebody
car
is
there.
driving a beat-up Corolla and it's old, you have to just figure they got nothing to lose.
Well, I just don't get it. I didn't do anything. That's what I don't understand. I just moved over a lane. He was doing like 70.
He was probably drinking, and you probably challenged him by trying to pass him. So he's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
This guy in some little fancy sports car is not going to pass me.
There are times where a person's car is an exact reflection of their life.
Amen.
Not always, but there are times. And you have to figure this might be one of those times. If the car's broke down, beat up, it's got a lot of like, just the external is falling apart, then the person driving it may feel the exact same way just about their life, and they're going to drive that way.
You're right. And they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
They could have just left like getting fired.
I've had 2 cars, since I've been here. I usually drive those kind of cars. I like having that kind of attitude because around here you got Maseratis and all these kind of cars are trying to cut you off. And I've had that where they've, one time I was coming out of American Airlines Arena. There was a guy in a Maserati, and I was there, and he was trying to like cut me off, and I was like, you can hit this thing. I don't care. I said, you clearly have a lot more to lose than I do. I said, you could plow into the side of this. I don't care. I'm like, I do not care. You are not cutting me off. And he just like, yeah, okay. He like, because he was rational.
He knew he was wrong.
When his rational mind kicked in, he's like, this guy's right. I could see it in his eyes. My eyes are crazy anyway, but I was showing him like going, you're not cutting me off, dude.
He looked over. He's like, damn, that guy's definitely murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those eyes.
It's not worth it.
So I'm in the rear view. Yeah, no, I mean, you thought I was cursing a lot when I came in. I wish you could have heard me behind the wheel this morning. I was just so mad because it's not like I cut him off. I didn't even do anything. I just couldn't believe the
He was probably drinking. When we drive to work, it's surprising how many people appear to be intoxicated on the road.
Yeah.
They're still out from last night.
It's amazing how many people will just get crazy and tear it up on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just come right in.
So yeah, I'm calling him out.
All right, well, breathe, Suits. Breathe.
Okay. It's really scary when your traffic person's fired up about traffic at this level.
I was about to start causing the incidents, Kev.
Yeah.
We got to do a report on him.
Yeah. Watch out. All right. Who do you need to call out here today? If you're angry about something going on in public, something else that you got to let people know about, you can hit us up. 877-979-WRMF. Okay, call them out. Going on here. Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff about traffic that people would like to call out here today. Somebody said north of Sample on northbound 995, there's a state trooper with a radar gun, and he doesn't even look like a trooper. What is it? Some guy with a blow dryer?
He's in an old Corolla.
Yeah, somebody's getting on me for using the car Maserati. Somebody said, come on, Kev, you don't even know what a Maserati looks like. They're probably right. I really don't.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I don't know. I kind of do a little bit. I really don't know a lot about fancy cars. My wife, her dad was really into them. And so I think I kind of know, it looks kind of like an Aquaman symbol, the logo, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I got that. I think I got the Tesla. I think I know what that logo is.
You know, Ferrari.
Yeah, I know Ferrari. See a lot of this. My gosh, there was somebody in a Ferrari yesterday on 95, and they really thought they must have been getting ready for a Homestead this weekend because they thought it was their own private racetrack. I mean, zipping in and out. I mean, making great time. It was impressive driving, but yeah.
Well, I hope when they wreck, it's a one-car accident. Because the thing that sucks is if you're driving like that and you hit some innocent family, you're a douche.
Oh, big time. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, just take it to one of the tracks.
Yes,
we got some
please.
tracks around here. You got a fancy car, you can do that.
Weave in and out on 95.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. Somebody said yes. Put out that blanket. Slow left lane drivers on 95. So yeah, that's always kind of going on. Just people aren't paying attention. Period. Somebody just wants to generally call out Mondays for sucking ass. Yeah, it just does. Yeah, Mondays are tough. Yeah, we came in here today. If you missed the beginning of the show, and Virginia's microphone's not working, Jbird's blown his voice out, and you're just like, it feels like this happens a lot now. Where I just walk in at 6 a.m. I'm like, all right, we'll just throw out today's show plans.
We had to send Jbird home because his voice sounded so rough and so difficult. And then we find out it's Denny's birthday. He didn't even tell us.
I know.
We would have had a full-on birthday party.
Crazy stuff.
Nothing's going right.
Yep. There's a fight going on in the chat room. People are trying to call you out because you used a Spanish accent earlier, and people are like going, oh, there's one person. And so there's one person that called you out, and people were then fighting back and forth with her about, because you used it, and they said it's, disrespectful. Spanish people don't even talk that way. And this is kind of interesting, too. They say, you're not even using it correctly. You don't even know the difference between Spanish, Hispanic, and Latino. I was like, okay. So for people who do not know, and maybe a lot of people in South Florida don't know the difference between Spanish, Hispanic, and Latino.
You speak Spanish.
Hispanic and Latino are often used interchangeably, though they actually mean two different things. Hispanic refers to people who speak Spanish and are descended from Spanish-speaking populations, while Latino refers to people who are from or descended from people from Latin America.
Okay.
That's what it says the difference is between Hispanic and Latinos. And then Spanish, I don't know. Are you from Spain? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's the fight for today in the chat room.
Well, I am part Mexican, so I can talk like that if I want. My grandmother spoke predominantly Spanish, so suck it. My mother is bilingual. I am not, but I mean, I grew up listening to them speak.
So we're saying if you're not bilingual, you can't use...
Oh, like it's your language, nobody else can use it? Whatever.
Mocking accent.
Suck it.
Call him out for the Miami Dolphins. How about this? 2 wins in a row, Virginia. Who would have known?
That is a miracle.
I mean, Jbird, it's almost like just the juju he got going of wearing that Dolphins cheerleader uniform for that many weekends is now paying off. They upset the Indianapolis Colts in Indiana, 16-12, the final score. That's the Dolphins' second win in a row.
Wow.
And people are starting to say, you're seeing the genius of this coach. He really doesn't have a lot to work with, and he's doing some great stuff. So that piece might be in play for the Dolphins now if the general manager can, pick the right players to give to him, then the Dolphins could legitimately become something. So I know Dolphins fans are pretty jacked today. So congrats on that. But somebody who's calling him out says, congrats on the win, but my goodness, can you just win a game and not give all your fans the scare that you're going to blow a lead again in the second half? Yeah, they tend to do that a good bit. There's a lot of South Florida sports franchises to call out here today. Got to say what up to the Miami Hurricanes. They blew out Louisville on Saturday, their final home game at Hard Rock Stadium, 52-27, and Jaron Williams set a school record with 6 touchdown passes in a single game.
Okay.
Which is amazing considering all the quarterbacks that have been through the U. That's very impressive. And also the Florida Panthers last night got a win in New York over the Rangers 6-5. So big shout out to all of our teams for doing so well. Well, I'm not really sure exactly what is going on here. You can tell it's a Monday. It's kind of a crazy day. It is Veterans Day, too. We go in here, and Virginia's microphone was broken this morning. Jbird's voice was broken. I think he's broken. The weekend in Orlando, I think, just kind of broke him.
It did.
And I was looking forward to the stories, too. I couldn't wait to hear what exactly happened because you guys were going up and somebody rented out this big old house. It was going to be a big old party house in Orlando for the weekend.
I counted 14 bedrooms.
Wow.
14 bedrooms, and each bedroom had a bathroom. It was magnificent.
Okay.
It was like the dining room was so big. I think it seated like 40 people.
Now, this was in Orlando?
Yes.
Okay.
Right outside of the Disney area.
Wow, okay.
It's one of those, it's not an Airbnb, but it's like that. It's like a luxury Airbnb that you can rent, but I can't imagine what it costs. I should ask.
So, and I know you were talking about there was like a dinner theater that was going on one night.
There was a mystery dinner theater the first night.
Okay.
Me and Panda missed it because we didn't get there till late. But the bird was there for it, and I guess it was really rough.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't see it, but the bird said it was because think about it. You're trying to wrangle, 30 drunk people to watch a murder mystery play.
Right, that's tough, yeah.
In this house where everybody's all, drinking and partying.
It's hard to follow, too, if you're like, wait, what's going on?
Huh?
Yeah.
So by the time we got there, the murder mystery was already over, but I could still hear the rumblings of it.
Oh, geez. Okay. So, yeah, I want to get all the details, so we'll have to wait and see what the prognosis is with the bird. So
yeah, Jbird's voice is shot.
Yeah, kind of a typical little Monday here. So he's just had a rough. He's had a rough month.
He is.
Yeah. All right, we got Dennys on Jbird's sick microphone over there.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be drinking in his disease for your birthday. That'll be fun.
Jeez, I'm definitely gonna get sick now.
Yeah,
you can move.
Yeah,
I mean, what's our camera situation? We got every camera aimed at different directions.
Yeah,
today.
it's a really weird Monday. I mean, Mondays are always weird, but it's like you're just trying to make up for that doesn't work. It's like we're having to adjust this and tweak that, and got to lean over here. So trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
The YouTube wasn't working earlier. Something else isn't working.
Yeah, electronics this weekend. I wonder what happens on the weekends. Sometimes we come in here on Mondays and it feels like everything's opposite.
Did they have a rager in here?
I don't know.
All the buttons are different. The microphone's broke. The YouTube's broke. What do y'all do?
I thought we were the only people that was in the studio on the weekend, or is that not true?
Well, so I thought now that we're the only people in here. But
so how do things break?
I don't know.
Just over the weekend when we're not here, no one's touched it.
I don't know. There has to be some sort of electrical issue that's causing stuff to fry. It's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. All right, who knows what it is? All right, we got a round of Think Fast here. Jbird has no voice, and he's not here. We sent him home after he couldn't speak, and he was laying on the floor.
He didn't look well.
Yeah.
You know when you see one of those animals wash up on the shore, like a whale beaches himself on purpose? That kind of was what it looked like.
Yeah.
He was on his side, and he was gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like E.T. in the blanket for sure.
Okay, so we got a round of Think Fast here. Suits is going to help me judge this. All right, first person through with a credible answer.
That's kind of nice. There'll be no yelling.
Yeah. We'll keep it nice.
It is more of a civil game. With just you two head to head.
Happy birthday, Denny.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck to you as well.
He doesn't want anybody to know it's his birthday, so I keep telling people.
Yeah, she told everyone. She told the internet earlier.
Jbird's like the same way. What is it about your birthday you don't like?
Well, so I wonder if psychologically, when I was a kid, because my birthday falls on Veterans Day, so anytime I made a hoopla as a kid about my birthday on Veterans Day, I feel like adults used to scold me and tell me it's a Veterans Day. It's not. So I used to. So I got real weird about birthdays.
So if you try to like get excited about today, you're upstaging veterans.
That's what I used to get.
And you hate America?
I get it.
I got called out for that in my youth.
Oh, that's tough.
By like teachers and veterans. So now I'm like, I don't even mention my birthday because I don't want the heat.
So if you have a Christmas birthday, you try to upstage Jesus.
It's got to be rough.
Is that what it is?
You can't upstage Jesus, and you can't upstage veterans.
You're right, and I'm not trying to.
Wow, 2 tough days to have birthdays.
So I
Poor
try.
guy.
I don't even mention it.
Can you change your birthday if you're like so unhappy? I mean, it's not cool. Can it be like tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I've never, not liked it on Veterans Day because the day's always off. As a child, I always had this day off on my birthday, so it was nice.
That's kind of convenient.
But then I get berated for mentioning it, so I just stopped.
Well,
It's not about you.
You know, people die for this country.
And you can't compete
You
with
wouldn't be
it.
free to have a birthday if you lived in China.
So I don't even mention it.
Okay, here we go. Think fast. It is a head-to-head battle. Virginia versus Dennys here. All right, name a phone app that starts with the letter T.
Tinder.
Oh, Dennys knows Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a grinder girl.
Yeah. Okay, Dennys out to a quick lead over the champ. You're the champ, right, Virginia?
I am the champ.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't beat a boy on his birthday.
Aw, don't let that influence anything.
Okay, what about this? Think fast. Name something you would see on a plane starting with the letter B.
Baby.
Boy.
Baby, we'll take that, Virginia. Tying it up. I'm surprised you didn't say beverage cart.
Oh,
That's probably your favorite thing on a plane.
I do love the beverage cart. And JetBlue with their unlimited snacks on long flights. Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
What's your plane snack go-to?
Oh, I love those JetBlue blue chips. Those are really good.
Blue chips?
Yeah, they're like salty.
I thought you hated blue. Eat anything blue.
No, they're naturally blue.
Yeah, it's
They're
not
not
a dye.
artificial dye. They're all natural.
So you can eat naturally blue chips, but not artificially blue
I
chips.
eat blueberries.
Yeah.
I won't eat that crappy fake blue.
Okay.
Chemical blue turns me off.
Okay, all right. Trying to figure you out, Sneaky.
Good luck.
All right, think fast here. Tied up, one apiece. Name a snack food starting with the letter P.
Prego.
Virginia knows her beverage carts and her snacks.
Yummy.
Oh, you're so fast.
She is. She's thinking fast. She's up 2-1 now on the birthday boy. All right, next up. Name a month starting with the letter A.
August.
Think Denny's got in first.
Oh.
I'd ask Suits, but he's being distracted.
Yeah.
right now.
One of the sales guys is in there yucking it up. Get out of there. Suits is a judge.
We got enough distractions today. My gosh. You know how tough it is to try to do this show today?
All kind of monkey
Oh, my
wrenches.
gosh. Can everybody just please make this easier?
Leave
Computer's gonna-
Suits alone.
Yeah, it's Monday, and I'm ready for the bar. Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Name something you would put in a microwave starting with the letter P.
Pizza.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so painful. Can you put pizza in the? I guess you
Can,
could. Yeah.
but you shouldn't.
It's not good. It's not
does-
the best way to do it.
I do it for Rocco. He likes it.
Okay.
But when they're young like that,
Yeah, they don't know any
They have
better.
no preference.
They have no good taste.
Yeah.
Virginia gets this one right. You wrap
All
it up
right.
here. Think fast. Name an animal with 4 legs starting with the letter B.
Bear.
Virginia, the champ. Gosh. 4-2. Got to win. Denny's
Sometimes it's nice to have the bird here yelling. It does help out a little bit.
throws
He yells
Virginia
and it
off.
scares
Yes.
me.
Yeah. Poor sad Denny's loses on his birthday.
It's
Tomorrow's his birthday. I've officially decided.
Is that what we're going to do? We're going to celebrate that?
Yeah.
that way I can celebrate it without.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt the veterans.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But we need to have some kind of cake and we need to have some kind of treats and presents.
Yeah. Coming up
Oh.
here in just a couple of minutes, I'll tell you, Florida apparently is maybe the greatest state in the entire country for veterans. I'll let you know why. And, you know, when you typically hear stories about veterans, and there were so many great stories over the weekend, it was just crazy and harrowing stuff of, you know, people just risking their lives running on a battlefields with, you know, bullets and, you know, they're losing limbs and all these kind of things that, you know, veterans have done. And it's just crazy and major sacrifice to them. But, you know, the one thing about it, my dad is a veteran and he wears the hat around. But during Vietnam, my dad sat at a desk and pushed papers.
Was he here?
No, he sat in North Carolina. He was in North Carolina at Fort Bragg.
So he didn't go overseas.
Yeah, he has one of the lamest veteran stories I've ever heard in my life. There's just nothing to it. It was completely safe. The only thing he had to worry about was humidity. That was the only dangerous thing my dad endured during all of Nam. That's his Nam story. Yeah. So I'm just kind of curious. Anybody out there, tell me about how your military service was actually more like a vacation. Those are the stories I want to hear. Why was it kind of rosy and fun? We've heard all the other harrowing ones, and hats off to you gentlemen and ladies for doing what you've done for this country. But who had a military service like a vacation? Let us know. 877-979-WRMF.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Florida is one of the best states in all of America for veterans here on Veterans Day. They say the reason is because of all the amenities that are around for veterans. They say things like employment, economy, quality, and life and health are the reasons why Wallet Hub put Florida as one of the best states in America for veterans. They looked at the top 100 cities in the U.S. for livability, affordability, and veteran friendliness, and you got several here in the state of Florida. Tampa's number 1, Orlando is 3, St. Pete's 9, Jacksonville 10, and then here in South Florida, you got Miami at 33 and Hialeah at 83. So, some good stuff.
I had a buddy who went into the military and then went into IT where he was fixing military computers, right?
Yeah.
So anytime we were at the bars, he'd be trying to pick up girls. He'd be like, I was out on the front lines, talking about all these experiences just to get chicks. And I was like, bro, you worked in IT.
So if you
He didn't even have a suntan.
If you were in the military and you are a veteran today, but you're greatly embellishing your stories, is that still stolen valor or is it borrowed valor? Or
it's not
do you
stolen
get a
valor,
pass?
but if you say you were on the front lines, but you were hooking up computers, it is a big difference.
It is. It is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about when they were in the service, how they just got to go to other countries, pretty tame. They, somebody was fixing air conditioners. It's like, yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Actually, it was really nice. Just a nice little trip around the world. Somebody else said, yeah, I got stationed in Panama. I cleaned a boat and drank margaritas every night for 6 years. See, that's done right. That's the good stuff.
That does sound like you're just on a vacation.
And you know what? For your service, Steve, we're celebrating you today.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service and all those margaritas you drank to defend America. Thank you very much. There's a lot of good stuff going on for veterans here today, too. A lot of free eats, treats, things like that you can get. Anything from Applebee's to California Pizza Kitchen. Chili's has got some stuff that's going on. Chipotle, Cracker Barrel, Dennys. You've got Little Caesars in there, Olive Garden, Outback, Wendy's, Yard House, all has stuff for you.
I saw Publix, too, has a discount. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some really good stuff. In fact, if you want to get around, Brightline has got something. Butterfly World, Miami Seaquarium, Rapids Water Park. So there's all kinds of good stuff. You're right. For veterans, Publix is doing active duty military and their families can save 10% on groceries with some exclusions listed at Publix.com.
That's huge.
That's awesome.
10%.
Yeah, Target's got the 10% too with the coupon.
Good job, Target.
Home Depot, Lowe's, 10% off for veterans and families.
Nice.
So there you go. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Well-deserved here on Veterans Day. Coming up, we got some whacked out news going to be getting to in just a little bit. We've got more chaos going on with those gender reveals that's happening.
I saw some over the weekend that were chaotic.
Yeah, there were some that were chaotic. There was one I saw yesterday. I was in Delray Beach, and I'm like, kids are expensive enough. But, man, when you start looking at these gender reveals, somebody was flying. They had a plane, and it said, it's a boy on the back end of it. I got it on Kvj TV. That was flying over downtown Delray yesterday.
Somebody else did one over the weekend with a plane as well. And the plane was like a crop duster.
Yeah.
And so it was going to excrete either this pink or blue, like water mist or whatever. And it excreted the pink. And everybody's like, oh, it's a girl, it's a girl. Then the plane crashed.
Jeez.
I think the guy walked away, but I mean,
yeah, no, they
gravy.
did. It was two guys. No, it's insane what's going on with these. I mean, there was a woman who was killed just last week.
I
and a
know,
gender reveal.
shrapnel.
Yeah, they made like an M80 and it was supposed to blow up into whatever powder it was, and yeah, shrapnel hit some lady and killed her. I'm like, yeah, we gotta bring these things down a notch, right? It's just crazy.
Definitely. There's no need to die over your gender reveal.
Yeah.
If I get a gender reveal invitation, I'll be like, I don't want to go. I like life.
Yeah, they're so lavish now. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right?
I actually saw a sports story that I think Dennys might be interested in.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
This will be a first.
Yeah, let's see.
Because it has to do with edibles.
Oh, well then. You got my attention.
So one of the Miami Heat players, they're playing the Denver Nuggets, right? The Miami Heat are in Colorado to play the Denver Nuggets. What can you do in Colorado, Dennys?
Well, you can recreationally indulge in marijuana products.
So Dion Waiters gets himself an edible and then hops on the team plane. Has a massive panic attack mid-flight. He starts freaking out. They get him to Los Angeles where they're going to play, and he can't even play. Yeah. So they had a 3-game road series that started there in Denver, which is probably a bad idea. Now he's been suspended 10 games by the Heat.
So this is a pretty common thing with the edibles, and especially people going out to recreational states and trying them for the first time. They're on vacation for a few days, so they'll get one. Just start with the weakest one, because what happens is your body has to metabolize it in order for it to take effect, and that can take up to whatever, depending on what you ate or how fast your metabolism, that can take up to an hour and a half. So people keep taking it thinking it's not working, and then when it kicks in, they're on a next level. They're on a level that you don't want to be on. Like, and especially if you're inexperienced with it, you can see why people have panic attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're overdosing on it.
Oh, yeah. He's like on the plane. He's probably like, oh, my gosh. He's going to know. Well, today's Veterans Day. We're saluting all of our veterans, not just the ones that had a very military-like enrollment, got shot at, had to go into war, things like that. We're also saluting people like Canley's uncle, who was stationed in Hawaii and surfed every day for 4 years.
Oh, easy breezy.
Someone else said my cousin was stationed in Hawaii and they played drums in the Army band. So we salute you today, Army drummer, for your sacrifice that you made here on Veterans Day. So
you never know, though, when you sign up.
No, right?
You don't know. You could be going to war, or you could be drumming and surfing.
It's the luck of the draw, yeah.
It really is.
I mean, if you honestly could like sign up and be like, okay, so we're going to need you to surf and drum for 4 years, be like, okay, that's
Let's
cool.
do this.
All right, I'm in, baby. Happy Veterans Day.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
All right, we got a problem here. We're creeping up on Thanksgiving, and a group of wild turkeys in a preemptive Thanksgiving strike have started terrorizing a retirement community in New Jersey, Virginia.
They know what's up.
Oh, it's just terrible. They're blocking doors or attacking people who go outside. Now, mating season coincides with Thanksgiving, and one of those reasons are being blamed for their bad attitude. Here they are talking about it.
The turkeys are taking over. It's like an infestation. I can't get out of my door. Sometimes I can't get out of my car.
boy.
Shoo them away. They won't do anything. They just like look at you to say, yeah, they don't care.
People think it's a laughing matter. It's a serious matter. When I can't get out of my house to get in the car because they won't go away and you can't get them to go away and they go to bite you, yes, it's a problem. They've broken windows in people's houses when they fight. It's something to be taken seriously.
Okay, well, there you go. Take it seriously. These godless turkeys.
Preemptive strike.
It is.
They know what is up. They can. Thanksgiving is coming, and they're getting pissed.
I mean, do you blame them?
No.
If somebody were hunting me this time of year, I might be a little cantankerous too. Well, the other most violent place in America is Popeye's Chicken. More problems. Workers.
More?
Yes, more. A lot more problems, actually, Virginia.
Are you kidding?
Workers at a Popeyes in Los Angeles ganged up on a fellow employee they say was selling the popular chicken sandwiches on the DL. They got video of the scene. It went viral over the weekend, showing employees swinging on each other and one worker wielding a frying pan.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, the person behind the camera claims that the violence erupted after an employee was caught selling the chicken sandwiches out of the back door of the Popeyes.
Side hustle.
It is a side hustle. It's Black market Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Look, I would have paid double not to wait in that line. I'm telling you, when I went to go the other day and try it, the line was out the drive-thru, around the block,
Crazy.
and down the street. And I don't have an hour and a half. I would have gladly bought a black market chicken sandwich out the back of the store.
Bootleg chicken, Virginia. That's exactly what it is.
Paid double.
Yeah. Another story, too, of a 55-year-old woman that got body slammed by a 29-year-old dude in the parking lot of a Popeyes just outside of Nashville. What?
This chicken sandwich, I saw it for myself. I didn't understand it till I went to the store. But you've taken a place like Popeyes that normally has a capacity of maybe, like 30, 40 people that are ever there.
Mm-hmm.
The parking lot, the surrounding area, it can only handle 30 or 40 people. So when you add 200 people, it turns into chaos.
Yeah.
The cops were there when I went.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People were parking down the street, blocking traffic, walking. Now you got all these pedestrians in the area crossing the street where normally you don't have pedestrians.
What are they putting in this chicken? People are losing their minds.
It's marketing. I heard the sandwich is not even that great.
That's unbelievable. They say this altercation started when the woman was trying to get a refund after reportedly being double charged for her food on her bank statement.
Uh-oh.
Now, this woman, I mean, it was crazy, and it was violent, too. This 29-year-old guy was not playing. He picked this woman up and slammed her down. She's now been hospitalized in the intensive care unit with 6 broken ribs, a shattered left arm, and a broken kneecap.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, it was no joke, Virginia. It's crazy. I mean, it's chaos.
Oh, my gosh.
Popeye's going damn crazy.
Now, does Popeyes like this, or are they like, whoa, it's going too far?
They keep saying this is not in the nature of what Popeyes wants. They don't condone any of this behavior and this activity.
It's certainly not in the whole loving nature of the man that started Popeyes, Al Copeland. He was a very loving, giving man.
Popeye didn't start Popeyes?
No.
Okay.
Al Copeland did, and he would not want people in the street fighting.
You ever have a trademark infringement problem with that name?
I don't know.
I mean, there was kind of a Popeye before there was Popeyes.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah, right.
Are they different?
I don't know. It's my question.
There's no
Somebody had to pay somebody.
There's no Popeye the Sailor Man in the Popeyes logo.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm wondering. But I mean,
Popeye the Sailor Man ate spinach.
Yeah, but how many other Popeyes you know?
True.
It's kind of a unique name.
You got me thinking.
Yeah, I got to find out about that trademark issue going on with Popeye's chicken. Denny's on the case. Yeah, that guy, by the way, is facing a felony aggravated assault charge.
As he should be.
Yeah, it was unreal.
You don't slam somebody to the ground like that.
There's a guy in Michigan, he broke into an apartment last week, but he didn't realize that the house he broke into was of this dude who collects medieval-style combat weapons.
So he had probably swords and those, like, weapon stars.
You just think he's breaking into Jack somebody's TV, and meanwhile, here comes a battle axe right at his face. And, ah! Guy connects with the battle axe. Guy's bleeding, runs out of the place, just like, what did I just run into?
Battle axe is next level awesome.
And then he got arrested and is facing first-degree home invasion charges. So
good, he should be.
There's a guy in Missouri that smashed the glass of an adult store over the weekend. He saw some victims of sex trafficking inside, and he wanted to free them from this adult store. The only problem is they weren't real; they were mannequins. And he then got arrested for property damage and burglary.
What's he been drinking?
He's the hero we deserve, Virginia, but not the one we need right now.
I'll have what he's having.
Good Lord. Wow. Okay. All right, we got Dennys checking in from Disease Mike.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Popeyes was named after Jimmy Popeye Doyle from the movie French Connection, and has no affiliation with Popeye the Sailor Man.
Huh.
And there's no trademark issues that have ever been levied against Popeye's chicken?
Is Popeye just a name, like Fred?
I think it's just a name. It's just a name. He got it from that movie because he was a fan of that movie when he created his company to compete with Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Al Copeland, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Look at
Okay.
this. We've all learned here today.
Thank you very much.
Weird, right?
Yeah. But good to know.
It is good to know. It's random because there is only one other Popeye, right?
Right.
So, I mean,
yeah, it's a very unique name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Colorado sound like fun or what?
Dennys loves it.
I mean, good heavens. Just talking about Miami Heat guard Deion Waiters that got an edible there when they're playing the Nuggets. He got his own nugget, popped it on the team plane, had a panic attack, and now he's suspended 10 games. And now there's a story about a woman in Colorado. She just got awarded $50,000. She was outside just playing a little Frisbee topless. She's 20 years old.
Sounds fun so far.
Sounds like a lot of fun. She's in her fiance's front yard. A neighbor calls the cops on her, and the cop shows up, and she's like, look, I can do this if I want. And the cop's like, no, I'm giving you a ticket for indecent exposure. She was right, because in February 2019, the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the city's public nudity ordinance was a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. So if you want to play topless Frisbee and you're a chick and you're 20 and hot in Colorado, go for it.
Oh, it's amazing news.
Yeah, jeez.
Don't you go there every year to go visit family?
I do. It might be a little cold in the winter, but we'll see what happens.
A little chilly right now, but yeah, she got $50,000 out of that settlement.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty impressive. There's a guy in Ohio that has a rare disorder where he acts out his dreams in his sleep. Whoa, that would be. Whoa, that, yeah.
Depending on the dream.
Depending on the dream.
What if you're dreaming you're killing somebody and then you start killing somebody? Can you get away with it?
I don't know. I know they tried that defense. You got that sleep sex. You ever heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. People in their sleep. I don't know. It's a great question. Just to let you know, too, this is something to keep an eye on here in South Florida with our senior citizen population. They say apparently there's a rise in cocaine use for people over the age of 90.
Really?
Is it medical cocaine? I'm kidding.
Wait,
I'm
cocaine?
shocked.
Like, you would think if you're 90, you don't want to be amped up, right?
Maybe you do.
And then, like, what?
Maybe you're tired and you're like, I need a little juice.
It gives you a little pick-me-up?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you wind up on South Beach or at Live?
If I went and Live and there was a grandma like breaking it down on dust, I'd be like, wow,
Hey,
hit it, grandma.
Yeah.
DJ, give me a little My Girl. And sad
You should
news.
call my grandma and ask her.
Yeah.
If she's, because she lives in an old folks home.
See if she's doing the disco dust?
Yeah, good call.
Or if she's seen any.
Or if
Yeah.
she's selling it.
You think she know if we asked her what the booger sugar was, she'd know what we're talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. Sounds like we need to call your grandma here, Virginia.
We should.
Let's see if we can get a hold of her. And also some sad news here today. The original Marlboro Man died earlier this month.
Aw.
But he lived to the ripe old age of 90.
Did he smoke?
No.
Okay.
That's why he lived to be 90.
You don't see him smoking, you just see him standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's irony at its best, though.
Ironically, it was cocaine that took him out.
Really?
No. Would you
picked it up.
I believed it.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Somebody's saying that lady who got body slammed outside of the Popeyes kind of got the whole thing going when she decided to start throwing the N-word around. So,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah. Okay. Wow.
But in a court of law, sticks and stones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that it does. And I think, you're like going, okay, why would you just pick up some woman, take her outside of a restaurant and body slam her that hard? And, okay, I guess it makes a little bit more sense. That you kind of get that thing going. Yeah.
Messy.
Well, Popeye's got all kinds of crazy stories. Here's the good stuff happening at your Waffle House in Alabama, Virginia.
Waffle House has good stories, too, because a lot of people go there after they're drinking in the bar.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
We used to always go there after everybody was all liquored up. You go to Waffle House to soak it up.
Yeah, it is. The Waffle House, I know the Dennys on Okeechobee used to be like a big hangout. You go there at 4 a.m. and that place would be packed, the parking lot. And I went there one time. I'm like, it looked like it was just on the edge. It was squirrely on the edge of a nuclear meltdown. That's the kind of place where one of those videos where somebody gets body slammed and it goes viral happens. And I saw that. When I was in college, we went to a place called Dee's Diner. It was on Route 33, open 24 hours. The best like sausage biscuits, Virginia.
Sounds classy.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I remember one time I went there. We were out at a kegger, and somebody said, "We're going to D's," and everybody said, "Oh yeah." So I jump in the back of a pickup truck into the bed, but I went higher than I thought I was going to, and I landed face first in the bed, and I'm like, oh. And then a big fat country boy named Keith Talby did a seat drop back in and landed on my head, and the only thing holding me up was my tooth. And my tooth just snapped right off. And I remember it sitting at Dee's Diner
with half a tooth.
With the worst Schlitz drunk ever going on with half a tooth. I've never looked more hillbilly in my entire life. That's where that kind of stuff happens.
That's why one of your front teeth is half fake.
I lost
both of them?
I lost both of them in stupid drunk college incidents.
We're so proud.
I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so what happened at this Waffle House in Alabama? Apparently somebody messed up the schedule, and only one employee showed up for a Saturday night shift.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but this is Alabama. It's a Waffle House, so we all chip in. So apparently people got in, started running food, busting tables, doing dishes, and it's kind of helping out.
The people made it happen.
Yeah, that's pretty nice of everybody to do there. So pretty cool little story. I don't know, would that happen in South Florida? This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you're going to get that kind of...
No, probably not the same friendly, oh, let's all help out.
Yeah. No, it ain't going to happen around here. Yeah, we were asking on KVJ Show Facebook page over the weekend, what weird sex requests have you turned down? So I'm sure that there's some pretty interesting stuff that you've done. Some of the ones that people share I thought was entertaining. Somebody said, my ex wanted me to keep shouting, "You are so huge," during... Yeah, like I couldn't do it, and clearly he wasn't.
He wasn't. So
He
you're like,
wasn't. He's
now
like-
I'm just living a lie.
So it's like you're like, I can't blatantly lie like this, and it's like, no.
At least not without laughing.
Right. No. Somebody said a girlfriend asked me to put peanut butter on her big toe and lick it off slowly. I tried and kept gagging. I couldn't do it.
Ugh.
Some people like that foot stuff,
If
Virginia.
you're in defeat,
Yeah.
then you're fine. But if you've got a guy that's not in defeat and you're asking him to lick your toe, ugh.
Sounds like it's almost like maybe a test. Like she needs to be with a guy that can do this, and this is a test. Can you lick peanut butter off my toe? And if you can't, then we're not going to work.
It's a gateway toe. I'm telling you, that's not as freaky as
I know.
she's going to get.
I think that's where you begin. I think that's what it was. And you're probably lucky, because if you couldn't do that, then what she's got on day 2, 3, 4, and 5, you definitely don't want to deal with.
You don't want to know where the
No.
peanut butter's going next.
No, it's only getting worse. Somebody else said, I picked up a girl who wanted oranges thrown at her hard while she was naked. I was so confused, I just did it. What are people doing? I mean, it's such a different world. I feel so old, Virginia.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
Got anything you want to throw into the After the Show podcast today? You can send us emails, mail@kvjshow.com, and we'll get to them. I was kind of checking to see what some people had sent us, and somebody wanted to do a column out that they got in late. They said they were watching the Dolphins game yesterday. They got their second win in a row, by the way. Again, positive call out for the Dolphins.
It's big.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, some Dolphins fans are like, well, what are we doing? We're supposed to be losing. Like, one game was fine to get Jbird out of the cheerleader uniform, but we need to start losing again so that we get a good draft pick. What are we doing with all this nonsense? The Dolphins can't even do this right. You're supposed to lose to get a better draft pick, to get a better player, and now we're winning inconsequential games that aren't going to mean anything because there's no way you're making the playoffs. So what are we doing? Come on, Dolphins. So they said they were watching the Colts game yesterday, this kind of like a dive bar, and we look over and I see this kid, probably about the age of 10, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, clearly he's got to have parents, and I kind of identify them because the kid goes over and he keeps like asking him for money, but the parents are there and they're, it looks like they're both drinking, a good little bit, at least probably more than they should. And I see this kid, he's just trying to like entertain himself. He goes over to the pool table, he plays around with the cue ball for a while, and then he goes over and tries one of those video games that's got the gun with it, and didn't really have any more money, and so he really couldn't play the game. He's just kind of acting like he was. Then he went and was trying to like play around the foosball game, but looked like he ran out of money. I just felt so bad for this kid. I thought it was just really terrible that parents would take their kid to a bar, pretty much watch a game, and pretty much ignore them while they just get drunk. And I just wanted to call out parents who do this. I don't think it's a good example for your kids, and places like this are no place where kids should be hanging out. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, you went out to restaurants and you and your friends went and played in the game room while the adults sat and ate. Like, I mean, I don't get why it's a big deal.
Okay. But
if there's games and stuff there for him, I mean, eventually they do run out of money, and you can't keep giving them money. But I don't understand. Is this? Are they trying to say this is like child abuse?
I think they're saying this is just, you shouldn't be doing this. And this is the tough thing about it because, sometimes, when you get a game like that, you're just like, and you want to watch other games. Let's say, for instance, that, maybe one of you is a Dolphins fan and then your game they're not showing on local TV, then that's the tough thing about it. If you don't get the NFL package and you don't get satellite TV, then you've got to go to a bar. And if you've got a kid, then it is kind of a project. And hey, I know because I spent a lot of time in bar/restaurants. I love sports, and our kids have kind of all done it. So I know the ones that do have game rooms and don't. And a lot of these places anymore have pretty good game rooms to entertain the kids.
Because they know.
Yeah. And, at the same time, too, my kid who's 11, he loves watching the game. So he sits there with us. And, yeah, of course, he gets a Coke or whatever, but he's watching the games if we're ever out doing that because he's into it. But as I'm kind of like reading this column out, I'm like going, this kind of hits close to home.
Is this for me?
I'm like, yeah, am I the worst parent ever because I'm doing this? Are you like setting a bad example? But there are instances where it's like you can't really just watch it at home because you don't get the game if you're talking NFL games.
I'm not judging them. I'm really not. Now, if they get intoxicated and then one of them tries to go drive with the kid in the car, then I got a problem with it.
Totally.
But, I mean, if they're just watching the game and the kid's bored, I mean, that's just life, baby.
Chelsea in the chat room said this happens all the time in Wisconsin. It's pretty normal to just take your kids to the bar. It's just what we do.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no place else for you to watch the game, and you bring your kid with you, and you're there, your kid's there, and I mean, a lot of people do that.
Well, one of the reasons why I think we do is because my wife, she kind of grew up in bars. Like her dad would do that. And so my wife is amazing at video games. She's great at darts. She's an assassin at darts. She's good at all the bar games because she grew up in bars playing darts and pool and video games. And she talks fondly of that time. Like, I think she legitimately liked it.
You can't tell me it's not a real skill set because it is.
Yeah. I mean, she will take out any dude that comes up against her in any bar game. Like, she's just lethal and she's great at it. And she talks fondly of it and had a good time. But is it bad parenting, and where would you put it on the scale of awful or not? Is it something worthy of calling somebody out for?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I do it.
Yeah. Right. I'm not going to call people out for what I do myself.
Yeah, that would require a good, long, hard look in the mirror, which I'm not ready to do.
Dennys comes in and he's like, that song reminds me, was it Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy, the commercials that played for that always featured that track.
Somebody said, this song reminds me of Scrubs. Did they use it for Scrubs
must
too?
have. I guess just every medical show.
How to save a life. So.
Oh, how to save a life. You see the tie-in?
Yeah, it works out great there. We're talking about what are the conditions of taking your kids to a sports bar, hanging out and watching the Dolphins game all day. Somebody said if there's not smoking, it's okay. You got to watch, too. If it's like a 1 o'clock game, you get them out by 4, you might be all right. When you start getting a little bit later on the night, somebody said I was at a bar one time and there was a kid there and I saw a fight break out. The kid almost got decked.
Oh,
yeah.
Geez.
If your 10-year-old gets punched in the face in a bar fight, then that's probably need to shut that one down.
One of my friends, it was like one of those situations where his dad went to the bar and then as they got a little bit older, they would go with him. But we were talking older. We're talking like 9 and 10, right? So he got into a bar fight once and the son the son had to jump in. He was like 10 trying to fight this guy too.
Oh my gosh.
I was wondering why you're so scrappy.
It's a little much.
His son's helping him.
I thought we only did that stuff in Logan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Conley boys, they were fighting in 3rd grade. Yeah.
It's universal, Kev.
Oh, it was.
Drinking and fighting, they go hand in hand.
Yes. I remember, their dad Shorty would take them out all the time fighting.
What was his name?
His name was Shorty.
Oh, it's awesome.
Shorty. Yeah, he would. It was like other kids, they went out and they played like rec sports. They did rec fighting. It's like a sport for them. All right, Jbird had to go home sick. He had a rough weekend, and so he came in here with no voice today, so he's sleeping it off.
Party dog.
Yeah, big old party dog. He had to lay himself up today. Had to put himself down. So
not permanently, we hope.
No. This boy Denny's going to step in with some wisdom here on his birthday. Birthday boy Dennys. All right, what you got for us here?
Well, since he was sick, being sick is just your body's way of saying you're too awesome. You need to slow down so everyone can catch up.
Oh,
Okay.
that's adorable.
That's lovely for your boy today. Get better.
Looking for what's going on in South Florida? Sign up for our KVJ E-Blast and stay connected.
Hey, girl.